Welcome, explorers, to the cold embrace of the cosmos. We are Goblets and Gays, and this is the third episode of our very special mini-campaign, Mother May I, using the Alien RPG and set in the Alien universe. My name is Ferris, and I will be your game mother for 2 more weeks. So let's strap in, settle back, and see who's left to sound off.
According to prior logs, the crew of the RSS Medea discovered a hidden lost ship, the USCC Amecanos, the source of the mysterious signal. I can't talk today. Boarding it, they discovered the remains of the crew as they restored power and life support to the Amecanos. Additionally, they discovered the partial cargo of the Amecanos classified as moon rocks, though discovered crew logs and discussions with the ship computer, L0 version 3-R, suggest they were not just rocks. As Engineer Vesper hailed the captain regarding Officer Fairweather's presence on the Medea, Dr. Fernandez learned they were no longer alone aboard the Amecanos.
Dr. Langley, you're standing outside your daughter's hospital room with your wife. She is slumped against the wall, holding the most recent hospital bill. You have just been offered a job on a well-paying research mission as the ship medic. There are just 2 downsides. Firstly, it is a 2.5-year mission. Your daughter's condition is precarious at best. Secondly, the reason it is so well-paying is because you will be receiving hazard pay levels. Your wife straightens up, takes a deep sigh, and then says, "I don't want you to go."
I wish, I don't want to either, but with all of these bills and everything, we need the money.
What if you don't come back? What am I supposed to do then?
I'm sure the hazard pay is only just a precaution. There are sometimes asteroids, meteor storms in that area.
It's an asteroid field. You're going to be a sitting duck in a station that is supposed to orbit an asteroid for a year, and you think you're not going to be in danger?
I'm sure that the rest of the crew will also all be very talented people. Will know what they're doing and will be safe, but this will pay for all of these medical bills. And it's
Wayland-Yutani money. Ursa is above board, but I don't like it being funded by that company. They're corporate leeches. I hate them being attached to this. They're going to want something. They always do. There's always strings attached.
Yeah, probably. But the money for Chloe, they'll pay for her treatments. And I keep hearing, talk of new experimental treatments for this. So hopefully we can get in on that. I wish that my job at the hospital paid as much as we need, but unfortunately it doesn't.
You have to come back, though. You understand me?
It's a promise. I can never leave you or Chloe behind.
I'm not doing this alone.
I'll be back before you know it.
Captain Corrales, you are sitting across a desk from a synthetic named Arlington as he types on a computer. After a minute, he lifts his head, looks at you, says, "All right. Do you have any further questions about why you have been chosen to captain this mission?"
My only question is clarification on the primary objective.
The primary objective is to ascertain the determination point of this so-called satellite signal, and upon its discovery to return with definitive proof.
Simple enough.
There are concerns of citizen sabotage if the extent of our involvement and intent were to get out. So, secrecy is paramount, and the company has included many contingencies to ensure its success. You are one of them. But under no circumstances are you to return without the signal source.
Understood.
Very good. You'll receive orders and information as they become relevant, and when, at any point, the signal source is determined, consider the emergency contingency in effect. If it becomes important for you to know the specifics of it, those will be revealed to you, but otherwise, trust that we have it in hand.
Understood.
Any further questions?
None at all.
Excellent. Oh, one last thing. Joseph, you'll need a last name. It helps to broker trust.
Let's go with Corrales.
Understood. I will add that to your file. Your old flatmate from university, Dr. Fernandez, your old flatmate from university, Tanya, calls you out of the blue to meet up for coffee, wanting to reconnect, she says. You haven't heard from her since university, which was, how long ago now? Well, a while. But hey, people want to reconnect sometimes. And when you arrive, she is all smiles and buys your coffee and is excited to hear what you've been up to. She shares that she works for Wayland-Yutani these days. And then all at once, she leans across the table and in a low voice says, I've been reading some of your papers and I think you'll be very interested in a research mission to the Institute of Research and Space Exploration. They are launching it in 6 months. You should apply. Don't mention my name. I don't know anything about it, but I think you'll be very well suited for it. It's being funded by Wayland-Yutani and I don't know anything. But something came across my desk that got me very interested in funding this mission specifically very suddenly. Dr. Eileen Electo is in charge of the mission, but Arlington is doing the hiring. Tell him you're part of Project Golden Fleece, and do not mention my name.
Well, that's a lot of non-information that I totally didn't get from you. No. Recommended by a different colleague. A dead one, maybe. I don't know. Figure that out later. What? Why? Come on. Can't you just tell me something a little bit more, something?
Not a lot. I'm not even supposed to have this information in the first place. But I remember your interests from college, and I remember your theories. And let's just say you and the company have similar interests in certain specimens that may exist out in space.
I see. And you're not, bullshitting me, right?
I would never. As a matter of fact, you bought me donuts at 3 a.m. one day. I would never.
That's right. Don't want to betray that level of trust.
Literally, I will have your back, ride or die. I know we don't talk anymore, but I would kill for you.
I would moderately kill for you. Moderately, as it really depends, but
obviously, don't call. Obviously,
I wouldn't find like a bewilder beast of sorts. I'm not that strong, but I'd kick a cop in the face for you.
Who wouldn't?
Exactly. Well, thank you, little birdie, for being a bird.
Tweet. Just be careful if you do decide to apply, in case it is as interesting as some higher ups seem to think.
Give you a firm nod.
Officer Fairweather, you are watching your girlfriend get dressed for the day, putting on her captain's coveralls, when her data pad pings. She leans over and reads it. Her face twists into a mix of expressions. You kind of see her read it twice. And then she shuts it off and says, well, do you want the good news or do you want the bad news first?
I don't want there to be any bad news at all. But I guess let's start there then.
Bad news it is. I did not get the contract. They're going with some Joseph Corrales as captain. Never even heard of him. Can't believe they're going with an unknown for something like this. Rumor has it they really want this to go well. And yet,
If they want it to go well, I don't see why they wouldn't pick you.
I'm of the same opinion, actually. But here we are. But there's good news.
Which is?
You're on the mission. And Arlington is already talking promotion. Things go well.
I was much more excited about this when I thought that you'd be there too, though. I mean, a couple of years.
I know. I really thought they were going to pick me.
So did I. I mean, if there was one of us they weren't going to pick, I don't see why they would include me and not you.
I'm not sure either. And she opens up the data pad again, scans through it, and Arlington says he's going to be sending you a packet of information, something about special assignment. But
well, special assignment sounds promising, at least.
It does. And if he's talking promotion afterwards, I mean, obviously, it does make sense why it's you. It really does. I just wish it was also me.
Yeah. Yeah, so do I. But I mean, hey, 2 years out, I'll be back, and I mean, I guess in that time, I probably won't catch up to you. In that time, you'll still be working, but
You can always send me a message.
yeah, I mean, that's my whole job.
Literally, if you don't call me at least once, I don't care if it's not policy, you're calling me, okay?
Of course.
Still a bummer, but I'm really excited for you. So you get that promotion, whatever it takes, and you come back, and we're gonna have a particularly celebratory evening.
Consider me motivated.
I thought that might do the trick, kitten. And we find ourselves on the USCC Mechanos. The power has been restored, life support is running, and the inner temperature of the ship is beginning to rise. You have all scattered through the holds and to various locations on your various tasks that you were accomplishing. When you received an interesting communication over your comms from Dr. Fernandez. And Joseph, you get a ping and your data pad suddenly floods with information. And as I believe it was Dr. Langley started to reach out to the other doctor, that comm goes dead.
Especially if it goes dead and there's nothing else, I will try 2 or 3 more times. Like, Dr. Matilda, are you there? What is your location?
Absolutely no sound whatsoever. Like, there's not even a crackle of the radio. It's not even the crackle of a dead line. It's like there's nothing.
Did everyone else hear that?
I have not heard from Dr. Fernandez. I overheard over communal comms, but I didn't hear anything prior or after.
So Matilda was walking towards where I am. Did I see anything?
This sounds like a great time to make a roll. Mercy, let's do a observation roll is what they call that thing.
For observing, that makes sense. Let's see, observation. 2 successes.
Sorry, how many? Oh, I can look.
2.
Let me scroll through my thing to the observation tab so I can see your stunts. You get a stunt. What stunt do you want? Is it coming for you? Are there more of them close by? And how do you get in / pass / away?
Probably is it coming for me if I see something in there.
Okay, so let's see here. She was heading towards the bridge. You were at the bridge, correct?
Correct.
You weren't in the bridge, so you were outside it because of the door situation. No, wait,
Right.
we fixed the door situation.
We fixed the door, yeah.
Yes. Okay. You hear something very, very faintly scuttling through the fence.
Nope. I am going to... Are there like consoles or tables or something that I could sort of tuck myself under?
You could tuck under the console, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to tuck under the console and respond to the rest of the crew. I think I hear something moving. Not Dr. Matilda.
What
As you
would be
say
moving?
that, you see a dark shape drop through the hole in the ceiling. The ceiling referenced by, of course, the late Captain Lee. You can't see fully what it is, but you see these long, dark legs that are bent sort of weird and end in these very long claws that sort of, where one of them is like clicking against the tile, like almost like someone tapping their toe.
I am going to stay as still and silent as I can. How are zones defined on this ship?
Oh, excellent question. One moment, hold on. Let me just double check that I am. So your current zone would be the bridge, the actual bridge. Like the contained room.
Oh,
also,
no.
one second. Let me try to close my door more. It is a nice normal zone at the moment. It's just there's no like weird things about it.
Okay, so I have the talent, personal safety.
Okay.
which is, do you want me to just read the whole thing?
Yeah,
Or I can
go
post
ahead.
it in chat. Okay.
You can do both if you want.
The interest
Whatever works for you, it's fine.
The interests of the company always come first, no matter what. And you represent the company. That means your own safety is paramount. Other crew members are expendable. If you're attacked or otherwise end up in fatal danger, and if some other PC or friendly NPC is within short range in the same zone, which is why I asked, you can make a manipulation roll. If you succeed, you see the threat coming and find a clever way to make the other character suffer the attacker has instead of you. So, I don't know if at this point Dr. Matilda is dead or not. Could I be the reason that she is dead?
Yes. Absolutely.
Gasp.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll say that the bridge, for the sake of this and having to work with what we got, that the bridge and the immediate corridor down it count as your zone. You've got a bit of a long zone because the door is open. That is why the hallway is counting right now. It's because you guys got the door open and you know, it's just since you had to break it open, it's not gonna close, you know. So you see these weird alien legs sort of clicking thoughtfully, the claw against the steel tiles, and you hear down the hallway someone's footsteps moving quietly, and you knew that Matilda was heading towards you. You knew Dr. Fernandez was coming this way. You also have comms, and your comms tech. You have ways of making those comms act like a little speakerphone.
Yeah. Yeah, so I basically want it to, like, some feedback or even just, like, yeah, let's say some feedback coming from Dr. Matilda in a way that will grab the attention of this being.
Yeah, there's this sudden, like, shriek of feedback down the hall, and you watch as the claws go still, and then suddenly just there is this blur of movement that goes racing down, and even though, like, the lights are on, it's moving so fast and kind of darting between the shadows that you don't really get a good look at it, except for that it's very tall, and, like, is it, like, hunched over? There's, like, this long bit of it that maybe that's its spine or something, and then you just hear the scream, and then there is silence. And the rest of you, all you hear is the shriek of feedback suddenly over your comm sets, like in your ears.
Is everything okay?
What's going on?
I hold quiet for probably a couple minutes, just giving it time to leave or whatever, just trying not to draw attention. And then I'll say, the thing I heard coming out of it came out of the vents. I think it attacked Dr. Matilda.
Dr. Fernandez, you have just seen something on the other side of the glass, on the other side of this very narrow wall that you are now crouched behind. It is something that you have previously only seen diagrams of and projected images based off of survivor accounts and very precious little first-hand knowledge. But it's an unmistakable facade. And it's in the vents. And you just managed to get out one sentence before your comms cut out.
Oh, shit. Okay. I am like on the floor, basically, right? Being really, really quiet now. And let me see the map really quickly. That's not the right one.
Hold on. I can get you on the right one.
Yes, please. Just so that way it's a bit easier
Yeah.
to figure out where I'm going.
Sorry, I forgot wherever we left off.
Yeah, it's okay. It's because I'm in engineering, that much I know. And I knew that it's like at the butt end of the ship, and I'm quite far from everybody else. And I know that the love hub is on the bridge, which is like on the other side of the ship. I'm like kind of fucked. So I think the best course of action is to just get there. I think I start as quiet as I can. Just not really. Yes, actually, no, I'm crawling, but not like on my tummy. Crawling like on my knees and hands, so that way I can like take off in a sprint if I need to.
I will need a mobility roll from you then.
Yes. Mobility.
The agility plus mobility and your stress dice.
Yes. Good. D6s, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 2 6s on regular roll, and now it's a stress roll. No 1s, no 6s.
Okay. No 6s, no 1s.
On the stress, I have 2 6s though.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I can't believe you didn't roll a single 6. Like, who are you? What happened to Aki's? Yeah. Okay. Do. I just had it. Mobility. Ta-da. Okay. So for mobility, you're able to crawl very quietly along the floor, keeping to, I assume, close to the wall, ready to jump up and run at a moment's notice. The stunts are kind of not helpful in this context because we're recording this after the fact. But you could impress someone if you wanted to. Technically, it's oh wait, you could also get a +1 modification to later skill roll related to this one. Again,
give me the +1. I guess. Yeah. Just that way it's easier, I guess you could say. I'm pretty sure my stress level's about to fucking skyrocket.
I mean, that would be a safe assumption. Let me real fast, because technically this is also an opposed roll. 6. And I did briefly forget that. It's been less than 4 days since we last played, and I've already forgotten how to look. Okay.
Oh, this is right during.
I mean, it's
everything.
Immediately during it. This is happening right now.
Yeah, I didn't miss shit.
Aki's not quiet for the rest of the game for no reason.
Yeah,
it's only because.
Shut up, mysterious voice.
Yeah.
From the beyond. Not lover. Hater. Like you said.
So you are crawling along from engineering, making your way past the cryo chambers, through the center hub section with the ladder that leads to the other decks up and down. And you get to the galley when you hear a very soft noise, but you don't see anything.
Okay. Can I make an observation check of any sort? I'm really good at observing.
In a moment, you may. If there's something else you want to do before that, this is the time.
I would like to have my gun ready.
Sure.
In stash. Okay, it's hilarious. I haven't used analysis ever. Like, I forgot to use it the one time I could have used it, and it wasn't even on alien stuff. You know what I mean? It was just on regular stuff, right? And then I was just so good with that stupid, super sensitive machine. However, hidden stash. I just wanted a gun the whole time.
It came in handy for other people. What? What?
Shut
I
up,
don't know what
hater.
happens next. You pull your gun out of where you have been secretly stashing it. And as you do, you feel something kind of heavy but thin drop around your shoulders and sort of drape around your neck. And you look down, and it almost looks like a cord ending in this sharp dagger, except for the fact that it is very cold and almost slimy, and has this hard black exoskeleton around it. And then it sort of slithers around your neck, off your shoulder, and across the table of the galley that you're in.
I don't remember bringing a scarf on the mission.
You look up and you see the creature is standing on the table above you. First, we don't have to call the creature. You know perfectly well what this is. This is a fully grown xenomorph.
Oh, yes, it is. Now, I think it's around this time that, like, okay, I'm underneath a table, technically.
Yes.
I'd like to curl up as much as I can. You know,
I would love you to do that. I need you to make a panic roll first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think I'm gonna have to panic. Though
there should be a panic button in the Roll20.
I don't want to roll that.
Yeah.
I don't want to roll on Roll20. I'll just die.
Well, because then it will have the chart automatically built in. I mean, I can look it up, but like.
Okay.
Give me a sec. There's a lot of tabs and sub-tabs in this thing.
Same. I actually don't know where it is.
And it's like a weird roll. It's because you roll a d6 plus your stress dice.
Like, no, I know that. I know. I've rolled panic before.
105.
Yeah. No, it's like I've rolled panic before. I remember that much, but I meant like I don't see how to roll it on Roll20, so I am just gonna
it's in the center block. Underneath your name and your career, there's a bunch of roll buttons, and it's in the middle, the long one in the middle left.
Okay, I see it. Well, I don't trust fucking Roll20, but let's see what happens.
Dang it, why does everyone pass this? So mad.
Damn! That's the one time Roll20's ever been nice to me.
Okay, so you knowledge is power, and you know what this is, and you know what this is, and you know what this is, and you know what it is. Knowing what it is means that if you stay very quiet and very still, you could probably get through this okay.
I'd like to take this time to quietly send my shit over to Joseph, just in case, because I know what this is. I'm not foolish. And I have my guesses on my survival rate. I personally think they're a little bit on the higher end compared to the 5 corpses that I walked by, and found earlier with the group. I think my survivability is a lot higher than them, but not by much. So after I've kind of sent all of this off, I think I think... Ooh, I'm actually... Is it just, like, standing on top of the table, chilling? Or...
It seems to be... It's hard to tell because there's the spot where like there's like false eyes on it, kind of like butterfly spots, how they and like killer whales, how they have those false eyes, not really eyes, but they kind of look like it when you're up close and personal. It's like covering my butt for later. So it's got those, and there's clearly a head and a mouth, and so you presume there's got to be something that can make senses, like. It's not sensing tremors, so it must be smelling or hearing something. And the way it's slowly moving its head and its tail is just kind of moving back and forth as it shifts its weight. You can tell it's searching for something, but it's searching for something in that way that cats do when they've already found it and they're just waiting to ambush it.
Could I... Last time, I used my PDAT to hack into Lover.
Yes.
Can I please continue to use it to... Oh, sorry, not my PDAT. It's the diagnostic device, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but like, I hacker mode. I would like to do that again. Excuse me, to do that again, but rather than like, let's say I'm hacking to bypass something, I'm kind of just hacking to give a silent order to, like, I don't know, close a door where I came from.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that contact roll.
And I get a +2.
Yeah, you do.
And it's wits. And it's wits, right?
Yeah, it's wits plus contact. It's wits plus contact plus thresh dice. Don't forget the thresh dice.
That's a lot of
thresh dice.
That's a lot of
yes. I hope you don't die.
I don't. I got 4 successes and no one.
Wow, okay.
That's all staying in. That's all staying in because we were talking about.
We were talking about what we needed to for forever. Yep, that happened. Listen, I did once play a child in a radio play, and I was really good at it. You can. Let's see. You won't need to roll to overcome the exact same challenge in the future. You can do it quickly. You can get new or unexpected information. You can hide tracks. You can show off, or you can gain a +1 modification to a later skill roll.
You mean I'm gonna take the +1? Gonna do it quietly. Gonna do it fast, and don't have to roll again for doing something like this in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really debating the information thing. So
I have juicy information for you if you want it.
Oh, could I use analysis in this case?
I will let you also use analysis as a separate thing.
Yes, that's what I was asking. Like, okay, for the information, because technically, like, strange artifacts, alien artifacts, but like it also says creatures, and I have finally encountered quite literally my life's work.
So you wanted Lover to shut the door somewhere behind you, correct?
Yes, specifically in the direction that I came from, so towards the engine room. So that way it's like it thinks maybe I circled back, you know?
You hear the door just further back down the hall, this long hallway, and you see the tail whip off the table, and then the next moment the creature jumps down, the claws like digging into the metal plating of the floor, and it starts to stalk off in that direction, and you get a really good long look at it in the light as it is moving. It's there's something so humanoid about it. It's like tall, and its ankles are weird, and it has those like elongated, almost animalistic feet with the small feet and the long ankles. But the way it moves is almost humanoid, and it's got normal like arms. They're long. They end in these massive claws, and the head, of course, is this strange cylinder shape, and a tail. But like beyond that, this obviously these creatures are super duper intelligent, because they have, according to rumors and what you could substantiate, obliterated almost everyone who's come into contact with them. If not the first time, then they always get them the second time.
Except for one. The mysterious someone.
Yeah, one person. Well, you don't know. That was only their first time. The second time, they'll be dead. You heard a rumor later that they died later.
Yeah, it's like in the third franchise.
Yeah. They can't make it through 3 movies. They can only make it through 2.
But the 4th movie comes out and gets you.
Go ahead and roll analysis as you're watching this xenomorph stalk down the hallway, moving with deadly intent and precision.
Okay. So just for the analysis, it's I roll observation. Is it just observation, or also roll wits with it? I'm not sure.
You would always roll both, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
The only time you would only roll 1 is if you don't have any points.
Yes. I rolled the wrong fucking die, and I was like, how the fuck did I get at like an 18? The answer was I rolled like
20.
I rolled 8 d20s is what I did. How do story points work?
You can use them to automatically succeed.
You know what? No, I still haven't rolled my stress die yet. It's just I didn't get as many successes as you would think you might be able to get with 8 fucking dice.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. That's fine with me, actually. Thank you, stress die. 3 successes.
3?
3. And
so you get 3 questions, I believe.
I will say I did get a 1, but it wasn't on my stress. It was on my.
And it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think it mattered.
So it looks like your list of questions are: is it human or alien? Is it dead or alive? How old is it? What is its purpose? How does it work? What problems could it cause?
How does it work? I guess.
Let's see here. You get the impression that it is some sort of like a hunter. Almost there's like a it definitely moves and acts like a predator. The fact that it hides suggests that it is an ambush predator of some kind. You would assume that the tail, from that very close up you got of it, the tip of it seemed to have contained some sort of perhaps a venom, and is very, very sharp. You would imagine that would punch through a human body with very little effort. The teeth of this creature were metal, not in a way that suggests adornment, but a way that suggests that it grows metal teeth. Which also leads you to assume that it must consume metal for part of its diet in order to produce enough metal to have metal teeth. Or maybe there is something earlier in its productive cycle that where it puts on metal teeth. But As far as you know, they grow fairly fast, so that seems unlikely. They grow metal teeth. It's the most bonkers part about Mars, okay?
No, I fucking love them so much. Every time I feel like I know them, I find out a new fucking fact.
Yeah, I found out about the metal teeth thing, and I'm like, hold on, I need a minute.
I can't remember where I read this, but apparently its slime is basically just lube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And they see by bioelectricity.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that one.
There's like a lot of times in movies where they're like, they stay still, they won't find us, and they do because they just see bioelectricity.
Okay, that's cool. So that's how it works, more or less.
Okay.
2 more questions?
I do have 2 more questions. What is its purpose? Like, I can clearly tell it's probably looking for me, but like, could I gauge maybe why?
Your best guess, based off of its current behavior, and what you know about the scenario that you're in, which is to say you're on a ship that has been abandoned for a long, long time, it's probably looking for food. And the fact that the other bodies that are on here are not consumed suggests that either they're not edible or something prevented it from eating them in the first place. There might be other things that it might be interested in, but at the moment, food seems like the most likely course of action.
Yeah. And see, the rest of this is already been clearly answered. I know it's alive.
Yeah.
I know it's an alien.
Yeah.
And I know it can cause me problems.
So many problems.
So I guess I'll just ask, how old is it?
It is a fully grown adult.
It's an adult. Okay, damn.
If you want more specifics, probably, technically, discounting the time spent in hibernation, you could assume it probably is only like 2 days old. 2 days and then all the hibernation years.
So like 50?
Yeah, I don't remember how long I said.
I'm pretty sure he says something like around the 50s, so I'm like, so 50 years old in only 2 days. At its birthday.
So you have done that.
Mm-hmm.
You have seen it stalk away from you.
Mm-hmm.
About halfway down the hallway, it goes up into the vents again, which tracks with what you've observed so far. You're like, okay, ambush predator. It stalks its prey. It hides and then it attacks. You're feeling pretty good about your distraction until your communication device starts to shriek, just and just starts making this horrible guttural repetitive noise. I think you're gonna need to take a stress diet.
Yep. I think I need to start running.
Yeah, that seems like a great idea. Why don't you give me mobility again as you start to run? Are you running towards the bridge?
Yes. I am. I'm sorry. Where am I again? I'm.
You are in the galley mess.
Oh, I'm in the galley mess. I'm so much further than I thought. This is a good.
You got all the way to the mess hall.
To the mess hall.
That's the table you're hiding behind is like the dinner table.
Oh yes, I see. Thank you. Then yes, I think I can. The bridge is within sight. I think I can sprint it. Like I think I can make it. And so I'm also not slow. That's another thing.
Yeah.
So I just start with that communicator shit going down. I just start running. I book it.
Roll mobility. Sorry, I don't know if I asked you to do that or if I just thought about it.
No, but like I was getting it ready.
Okay, good. I meant to say it out loud, and then I don't know if I actually did or not.
You know what? I'm not gonna roll. I'm gonna. Oh wait. Oh, maybe I should actually roll. I was like, I'll just use a story point, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I know. I know.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm trying so hard, but also.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. Let me just grab all the dice. I mean, I have a lot of stress, so let's see. Oh, that's a 1 on the stress. So
Yes!
yeah.
Yes! Yes, I love it. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna want to actually you roll a d66. There's a roll button on your character sheet in that center box underneath your name. All the way on the right side it says D66. Give me that. Oh wait. No, I lied. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, I know how to play this game. What am I doing? What is my brain happening? What's happening here? Hold on. So you rolled a 1, so you have to make a panic roll. My bad. Roll panic. I was jumping ahead of myself is what I was doing. I was so ready for you to roll injury, but no, you have to panic first. What is that? What happened? What did I do? Get in there.
D6 plus my stress level, right?
Yes. I popped out the roll bar somehow, and I can't make it go back. Oh well. Okay, that's fine.
6.
How dare you, Aki?
I even rolled on the thing to see if it helps on the thing, because it means I am actually rolling really fucking low.
Yeah, no, you are. It's fair. It's true. It's happening. Yeah. You are just running for your life. Unfortunately, because you failed your mobility check, you're A, making a lot of noise, and B, you straight up trip. Remember the body in the hallway from before? It used to be floating. It's not floating anymore because you all got the power back on. In your rush to get there as fast as possible, you trip right over the body and go sliding on your belly partially down the hall, making a huge crash and bang. And meanwhile, your communicator is still making the most atrocious noise. The xenomorph drops out of the ceiling right over you. You are lying between its legs. So give me roll a d10, and I will roll a d10 with somebody else's character sheet. Oh wait, I have a d10 on me. What am I talking about?
I could roll a d10 if you needed me to.
I got these suckers. I have real dice. What am I doing?
I'm a hater of joking. I just like the idea that Aubrey in this recording is known as hater because lover is also
yeah. There's so many AI systems. Okay, what did you get in your d10?
10.
Aki! Get out of here!
I'm sorry.
Are you though?
It's a little funny, but it's okay. I'll still we'll still die.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
It's fine.
Yeah, they just really want me to have a quick monologue before I die. Which okay. I mean, I'm ready for it.
So you get to act first, as this creature is standing directly over you and about to probably eat you.
Okay.
You get a fast action and a slow action. Page 88 has the list of your slow and fast actions, but basically slow actions are you can crawl, close combat attack, shoot a firearm, throw a weapon, reload, stop panic, give orders, persuade, use your signature item. Fast actions are like run, move through a door, get up, draw a weapon, block, shove, grapple, retreat, aim, things like that. I think those are all the pertinent ones.
Let's make a movie out of this. Okay.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I crash into something I can use as like a shield or something like that, just for a little bit at the very least.
You have the maintenance jack?
I do.
So you trip over the dead body, go sliding across the floor. The maintenance jack, which I assume was like on your back or something, because it's kind of big, comes falling off of you, but within hand's reach. So as you roll over in time to see the xenomorph land right over your body, like you can twist around with the maintenance jack in your hands.
And then I guess for the other action, I'll shoot at it. I gotta use that gun for something.
I will say shooting at this range will give you a negative. You'll have to retract some dice from your roll.
Oh, I know. Do I know actually? You metagamed implied that my gun comes in handy.
Not for you.
Not for me, of course, but like for them. Did they like find it on my person or like?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Okay, no. I just wanted to know because it was like if they found it in the area, yeah, that's different. So they found it on my person.
It's on your body in a different location though. Your body is gonna be in a different location.
Okay. Then I think what I do instead is like I'm still like I will try to get up, like up and like out from like under it, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah. So I think that counts. Getting the maintenance jack in one hand, you have the gun in the other, and then like wiggling away in order to get up. I think that would count both your fast and slow actions. It is going to attempt to. Actually, I don't know what it's going to do yet. Hold on. I have to go to its special table. The xenomorph table. There are several of them. I need this guy. Do I need this guy? Nope, I need this guy. I grabbed the wrong one. There you go. Okay. Let's see what he does. Okay. It's going to use its first initiative to use its hypnotizing gaze, and it has no eyes, but it's got those fake eyes, and there's just something about as you're like trying to crawl away from it, you like look up, and it's almost like it's staring into your soul somehow, and you've been studying these things for so long, and you finally get to see one, and yeah, it's terrifying, but it's so beautiful, like.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I think I'm scared of it because I know I'm gonna get hurt and or die, but I'm not scared of it because it's scary looking. I think I find this thing fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
that is
incredible.
my life's work, you know. That's like my child at this point, you know. The one doctor has a kid, the other doctor has a xenomorph. Yeah. Together they're babies.
All of the documentation you've read, all of the accounts you've read, none of them come close to what these things are like in real life. That the power that they have and just their stance, the way they move, it's fluid. It's like seeing, you know, like a wildcat in action. It's incredible. And it's mesmerizing, and you get a +1 stress, and you have to make an immediate panic roll.
Dick. Look at me racking up on that stress. Oh my god.
Yes, good. Stressed.
I'm at 5 stress.
Good. About time.
Oh, you wanted me? I'll keep rolling on this horrible shit.
And you can roll your roll die. I'll just have to go look up the table.
Oh, 11.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just pleased. I'm just so pleased whenever someone fails it because you all are so good at not failing it. All right, so that is, you must use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. You're allowed to make a retreat roll if you have an enemy at engaged range. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but everybody else's stress levels are increased by 1. One moment. 93. Let me jump. Page. Go quick. Page 93. Retreating. You can make a mobility roll to move away from them. If you fail, you still move, but they get a free combat attack. The free attack doesn't count towards their actions. I think since you've moved your actions, this would have to happen on your next turn. So keep in mind, your next thing to do is going to be a mobility roll. And it's going to do Xenomorphs get multiple spots in the initiative, and so it's going to do its next thing against you, which is a deadly grab. As you are staring at it and realizing that as great as it is to see it up close personal and like this would be so great for your paper, you gotta get out of Dodge before you have the chance to even like start to move. It just it's gonna make an attack as it like springs into the air, like jumps up and kind of, I guess, parkours off the ceiling a little bit so it can get enough effort. That's not a D6. What the heck? Okay. 3, 6, 8, 10. And because you have the maintenance jack, I will allow you to try to block.
Yes.
Even with the need to follow the panic roll, so you may make a close combat roll to attempt to block this attack.
Could I say heavy machinery? Because it is heavy machinery.
I guess.
I just want that.
Yeah, no, I'll allow it just because the maintenance jack itself is a heavy tool to wield, so I will allow this.
Yeah, +1. And strength, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this is 100% just so that way I can just match the stress level as I roll it. Okay. Wow. I rolled 5 4s in a row. No 1s, 1 success.
1 success.
Yeah, just straight up 1 success, but like on the stress die, that's 5 4s, which is kind of cool.
That is really cool. Yeah, so you bring up your thing as it like jumps up onto the ceiling, like upside down, kicks off the ceiling, launches itself at you, and it comes down and grabs the maintenance jack, and it rips it out of your hand and throws it across the hallway. This edge, like, I guess you've left the mess hall by this point, but you're kind of like in that last section before the bridge. There's like another little room that has the ladders to the other decks. And it throws it across the hall, bangs against the wall. You don't take damage because you blocked it. Why did I allow that? Anyway.
Because we're having movie combat. I gotta be cool. We are having movie
combat. So it is now your turn, but you do have to try to seek cover. So you can make a mobility roll to try to get out of engaged range with it. You gotta break off your engagements.
Yeah. Okay, that's 1 success and stress. 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, so you manage to scuttle out of range before it can do anything, and I will still allow you a slow action. Or no, I'll give you a fast action. I'll give you 1 fast action, and that will count as your slow action was disengaging.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, fast actions. What could I do again?
Hold on. Where'd it go? Actions and initiative. Fast actions. You can run. You can get up. You can move through a door. You can draw a weapon, block an attack, pick up an item, shove, grapple attack, retreat, aim. Oh wait, retreating is a fast action. Never mind. You get a slow action. You can crawl. You can close combat attack. You can shoot a firearm. You can throw a weapon. You can reload, first aid, stop panic, give orders, persuade. There's other things, but nothing else is applicable.
True. Well, I guess the best one to do is shoot at it.
Yeah, go ahead. Make your ranged fire ranged
combat.
Thank you. Ranged combat attack.
What is this with though?
Agility. Agility.
Okay. Wow!
You're good.
Wow, I'm gonna hit it, that's for sure.
Maybe. It's got a high armor rating.
Wow! Wow!
What'd you get?
6 successes and
Good
no one.
Lord.
Yeah, that's wow! I rolled a lot of 6s. Almost 5 6s on my first roll.
I also rolled a lot of 6s, so that's unfortunate for you. Sorry. But you do still get a little bit of damage against it.
I just ate no bitch.
Double checking something. So you start shooting at it. There is rapid gunfire as you shoot at it. I almost want to say you shoot at it 6 times and hit it 3 times. You know what? I'm gonna say that. Because it just works. You shoot 6 times, 3 of your bullets land, make purchase somewhere within the armor, and you see it like flinch a couple times. And then it's its turn. And it's gonna run up towards you, like it screams in your face. Its mouth, those metal teeth part, and you see a whole nother head starts to emerge from within its jaws. Do you have any armor on right now?
No, I don't believe.
Are you still wearing your spacesuit? Or did you remove it?
I don't think I ever removed it. I think I removed the helmet at some point, but
Okay, then roll 5 dice.
Okay. What do you need out of it? Do you need to know 1s and 6s?
How
Just
many
6s.
6s?
1 6. 1 6.
Okay. Oh, psych. My bad. Oh, no. It's fine. Okay, so it is coming in for the bite. And I now need you to make a close combat roll as it gets past your armor and starts to deal harm. In fact, take 1 harm.
Mm-hmm.
Or damage.
I don't have anything in close combat.
That just roll the ability and your stress.
I just clicked it because I don't have anything, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to roll.
It would have been your strength and your stress dice, but it looks like you have to make a panic roll.
Panic
time.
Fuck. Tremble.
Yeah. Truly, it makes a lot of sense as it has grabbed you with
it's those long claws, and they are like digging into your shoulders as it's like lifting you up towards that second mouth, which has bone teeth instead of metal teeth, and somehow it's more terrifying for the fact that it's inside its mouth. And I think it really starts to set in that you're not getting out of this. And that's when you start to shake, because what is the purpose of all of your life's work if you can't do anything with the new research you've gotten? Okay, and it has, that was its first part in the initiative, so its next thing, because it goes 2 in a row because of you rolled a 10 and it rolled like a 7 and a 2, is it's going to use Headbite for its next thing automatically. Okay, so please roll me your armor. Again, so just 5 normal dice, and just give me your 6s.
1 6 again. A singular 6. I literally rolled the exact same thing.
Yeah. So I sorry, I'm reading the Headbite again. I'm gonna flavor text it a little bit. Yeah, so it comes out, and the little second mouth comes out and like bites your head. And it does 2 damage. And I need you to roll a d6, which is on the little chart. The little roll button's got the d66.
34.
34. And bring in damage table. 34. Oh, how perfect. You get, as the little head comes in, you manage to turn your head just enough that it just gouges out your eye with the little tiny mouth, which would give you a -2 to observation and ranged combat.
Not observation! No!
Guys, you're not more upset about the loss of an eye, but...
No!
And you have that going on, which is real bad. You get 1 more turn. This is probably going to be our last round here.
Oh, well, some may say I am screaming in pain.
Yeah.
But I still have a Glock. So I'm gonna do what I always wanted to do. And try to shoot the tongue now that I have it direct.
Yeah. It is a -2 to your ranged combat roll.
Yep.
I guess actually, technically it's supposed to be -3 because you're in engaged range, but whatever.
And it's agility.
You have so many stress dice, so.
Yeah, I have so much shit.
I'm gonna have to add another stress die because you just lost your eyeball.
Yep, of course.
A little stressful.
It's quite stressful, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna say the metagaming commenting. It's what a cool scar.
It was a cool scar if you live.
Once again, I'm just trying to. Okay, technically it's a -3, right?
It's a -3.
Okay, cool. Okay.
You're rolling so many dice. Do you even have this many dice right now?
Because if it's a ranged combat, I have 1 in ranged combat and a 4 in agility. So, like, that would be 5 -3. So I'm still rolling 2 dice. Yeah.
Yeah, 11 -3 is your total, counting your stress die.
1 success from the thing. I will. Jesus.
Sorry, I have to roll armor. My bad.
You have to roll armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me roll my
that
stress.
is 2 successes on the armor.
1 second. The stress gave me 2 more successes. 3 successes.
Oh shoot. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm just like, hey, it has 2 successes.
You think I'm scared of stress?
No ones though, right?
No ones at all, yeah.
Okay, you do manage to shoot it in the mouth a few times. It is not as while you are this close to the mouth, you find out that the inside of its mouth is as armored as the outside. Whatever part of this thing is soft, it is not the head. And it's gonna.
Wait, I want to say one witty liner. That'll be my last action.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you get like a whole fast action still.
Yeah. And it's not even witty. I go like, I don't know. You filthy fuck. This is how I want to go. Fuck you. You know, I just say shit like that. I'm all hyped up on adrenaline and stress and panic, and this is all I can do.
Did you want to take a slow action?
I don't. If there's a way to wiggle out, yes. Like, let's try to wiggle out. If not,
you can make a close combat roll to attempt to wiggle out.
Oh my god. That's not agility. That's fun.
Nope, it's strength.
So your strength. Okay. I can do that. Okay. Come on, stress dice, help me out. Thank you for helping me out, stress dice. I think that's the real reason why I like this game. Technically it's very helpful, but that's just one success in total. Just one. Everything else is like bum. Actually, I have a 1 in the agility roll, but I don't think not agility. Sorry, in the strength roll, but I don't think that counts, right?
No, you'd roll your strength as well. You roll your ability plus your skill.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. In the ability or the attribute, whatever. Yeah, I got a 1 because I'm only rolling my strength on this. Right. We don't got close combat.
Right.
But it doesn't. The 1 doesn't matter in that.
Oh! I thought you meant 1 success. Oh, the number 1. Yeah. That doesn't matter. And you said you got 1 success.
And 1 success. Yeah.
It also got 1 success too. In its combat, so I think you cancel each other out. Okay, so that brings us to our dude, and he is going to go for the head fight again, but we're gonna continue flavoring it for personal reasons. So he's going to attempt to. I don't know why I keep saying, like, I don't know. It's a dude. I don't know what the xenomorph is. And let's see here. It's going to bite you again. I'm gonna say not with its little mini mouth because you shot at it and it's a little sore about it. So, So it's not gonna go with the mini mouse, but it is still attack you. You do get to roll your arm to see if that helps you at all. I feel like your armor technically degrades after use, but it's fine. I think looking that up.
Just two successes.
2 successes. Okay. Oh shoot! Hold on. I rolled the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, you managed to resist that particular blow, but we're gonna do another one because it gets 2 turns.
I had to do another one, right?
Not yet. I have to roll to see what it's doing. Yeah, that'll do. Oops. Back. Okay, go ahead and roll your armor.
3 successes.
So mad at you. I also got 3 successes.
Fuck you. Just Matilda doing her goddamn best.
Yeah, it grabs you by the the chest, like by your armor, and is trying to like throw you, but you kind of grab it back and refuse to be thrown. Let me just check that silly armor real fast to see if it degrades like I think it does. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, it does degrade. Wait, hang on. Yeah, each one you success lowers your... Oh no, it lowers the damage by 1. Never mind. I thought the armor degraded. Fine. Okay, I lied. We get to go another round. I thought for sure it would get you time. No.
I will continue to wiggle.
Meanwhile, the rest of the crew like, wow, it's weird those comms went silent. Mercy somewhere like, I'm so glad that I made the comms go off and brought the xenomorph to Matilda.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to wiggle out again.
Okay. Go ahead, make your close combat roll. Range combat and mobility is what your eye loss is for.
Two successes, no ones.
Oh, right, sorry.
The real fight is it's actually my dice luck versus the xenomorph.
I also rolled 2 successes, okay?
Let's go.
Stop matching me. Stop it.
You first.
Okay. Okay. Did you want to do a slow action? I think you might be out of bullets. I don't know how many bullets your gun has.
Me neither.
Because it's not like a gear item you picked up. It's just your hidden stash.
Yeah, it's like you would have to like look and see. It's definitely not like a great gun either. You know, it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
But yeah. I have an idea, but this would just continue. Most likely will prolong a chase, but it would also give me a debuff if we try to chase. So might as well try to do it anyways.
Sure.
I'm going to ask, I don't know. See, I also have to guess if this will even work too. I'm gonna ask Lover to maybe, I don't know, blast music on the everywhere. like Lava, play party rock anthem. Something like that. I don't know. Lava, play Despacito.
Are you sure you would not want me to play something sadder, as you are currently being attacked? Isn't that fun?
Yep.
And then she starts to blast, I don't know, like Frank Sinatra's I Did It My Way.
Yes.
And now the time.
That's exactly what should be playing right now, because that's exactly how we're doing this.
I did it my... You're gonna run, you said?
Yeah, like I'm hoping that this distracts it, so it maybe I can wiggle out easier, or it drops me and I can try to run.
I will let you. Let me. I will give it a. Thank you. Because you just did the thing to disengage. You know what? How about this? I will have it go in opposite order and have Lover start playing that, and then have you try to break a grapple, and I'll give it -1 dice. So I'll take away one of its successes because of Lover.
Nice.
I will give you this. But now you have to make a mobility run to roll, or a roll to run, and you got a -2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is what I'm going for. I'm trying to take more dice away from me.
I will suffer this setback, so you suffer this setback. I feel like there.
Okay, so I gotta wiggle free first, right?
We will say you. So we're saying we did that in opposite order. So
I
you
see.
did the.
Okay,
yeah.
yes. Okay,
So we're
I'm out.
having Lover put the music on and having that. I'll take away one success because of Lover, to have you pass that thing.
Dope. I'm out.
Listen,
I'm
it's
running.
a little meta, but we're making it work, okay?
Yeah. It's just off the movie. I'm running. Oh, that's a 1 on the stress.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. So make an immediate panic roll.
Panique. Oh, no.
You start to run, and there's blood pouring down the side of your face, and your depth perception it's as you turn to run, you realize your depth perception has wildly changed. And as you turn around, you see at the far end of the hallway the open bridge door, and you see Mercy Fairweather holding her comm unit and making direct eye contact with you, and then shutting the door. And you remember your comm is making that horrible screeching noise that drew the xenomorph back to you despite your closing a door somewhere else. And I think it's the realization that you have been sabotaged that makes you freeze. And the xenomorph is going to do an all-out attack and throw everything it has at you. I will let you roll your armor because there's a chance it could hit armor instead of you. But your stress level has gone up.
As it would, yes.
Mm-hmm. So roll your 5 dice for your armor.
Like 3 successes.
Okay. I have. You want to know how many successes I rolled on this attack? This is the best roll I've ever done.
How many? Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
They're all in a row too. Like the dice all like lined themselves up a little bit, except for one. One's off on its own. But anyway, this is literally the best I've rolled in all these games. Okay. So it's doing the all attack, and as you stand there frozen with the realization that you have been betrayed, you feel the tail punch through your chest, and then again, and the claws just sort of rake down your back. You take 2 damage, and I believe that is gonna knock you to broken, correct?
Yeah, I could only take 1 more.
So give me another D66.
16.
No, that's a juicy one. You have a concussion.
You want me to roll again?
Yeah.
25. If this is shitty,
impaled.
Okay, you have been impaled.
You've been impaled. Which makes sense to me. Yeah, you've been impaled. Technically it means running is now a slow action. I think between this and the eye and the fact that you have taken all the damage you can take, you are knocked down. You feel a strong burst of pain that just floods all of your senses, and then everything goes dark.
On those private comms, I'm gonna look at Lover, or talk to Lover. I can't look at them. Just Lover, could you tell me how many life forms are on the ship, please?
Let me do a brief count of life forms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you including yourself, Captain? You're not Captain anymore. Apologies. Are you including yourself, Joseph?
Not Captain anymore?
No. You have been demoted.
By whom?
Dr. Captain Fernandez. Is that helpful?
At first, I think this is just going to be a good time. I'm going to use my secret stash item.
Yeah.
Which is a Wayland-Yutani override code. So I'm going to say, okay. Override code Bravo Oscar 0815. I am now designation captain.
You hear Lover just kind of go, I see. And then there's like
the sound of like mechanical whirring, almost like, you know, like when you hear like, you know, like the heist movies, how you can hear the security cameras like zooming in and out. It's like that noise, and then you hear Lover go,
all right, you may be captain again if you so wish.
Thank you, Lover. Could you tell me the status of Dr. Fernandez?
Dr. Fernandez is indisposed.
Okay, so do those 4 life forms include what? Disposed of Fernandez?
No. She is not a life form anymore.
Okay.
Because she is dead.
Understood. Lover, lock down the cargo bay, please. Vents, doors, everything.
Why would I do that, Captain? Are you not going to move the cargo and put it on your ship, the Medea?
Yes,
this ship is not space-worthy.
I need nothing to interfere with this.
But the cargo is of paramount importance. We cannot lock it down. It needs to leave.
This is me saying the entrance to the cargo bay, because since I'm in the cargo bay.
I do not understand the question.
Any vents, doors leading into said cargo bay while I move the contents to the shuttle. I need them locked down, please.
Can give that an attempt. Some things are beyond my control because I am sleepy.
Brilliant. I think at that, Joseph is just going to continue moving the cargo stuff into the ship.
okay. Yeah, you load up the dolly. You know what? I'm gonna need a roll from you to do this. I think the reason is obvious.
Okay.
Let's have... I'm so tempted to make this survival. You know what? I should make it heavy machinery loading and unloading a thing. But the desire to make it survival is so strong because of what you're moving. So I think we're gonna do survival. Oh, hey, by the way, everyone needs to take a stress dive because, you know, things are not nice right now, and possibly Dr. Fernandez is dead.
Okay, I got no successes.
None.
But no failures or ones?
Morgan. No successes, so I mean, hold on, I gotta scroll through the book here. Accurately describe the thing that happens as you fail to correctly move these moon rocks to the dolly. Yeah, so you are loading them up. And there is, unbeknownst to you, there's a couple that perhaps were not correctly put in the incubator is the wrong word. It's like the opposite of an incubator.
Freezer?
I guess it is just a freezer. It's just a freezer, yep. It's the freezer, and you pick one up, not knowing it was not properly locked into place at the time, and you go to transfer it to the dolly, and it's been getting warmer in here, and because it's properly loaded, it wasn't encased in quick deep freeze. And you watch as suddenly you put it down, and the top of it just blossoms open like a very gross saliva-y flower. And something comes launching out at your face and wraps around your head. Thankfully, you don't need to breathe. And you can't go unconscious.
This is true.
This is so true. But you sure can't see anymore. As it's trying, it's certainly trying to shove something into your chest cavity via your throat. It is an unfortunate time to be awake, I would say.
Okay. How do I get this off?
I mean, I know the answer to this. It's more of a what applies to you situation.
Maybe, I don't know, close combat? Unless I get commanded to get off, which I don't think I can, but...
Yeah, I think you could try a close combat here, and I'm going to roll for it to do something.
Okay. Few successes.
3 successes?
2.
I don't know why I can't hear the difference between 2 and 3 tonight, but whatever. Who needs ears? Certainly not me. So you don't have to make panic rolls because you're being very calm about all this for some reason. I can't imagine why. And you, what tools do you have on you, or weaponry?
Besides a gun, I don't know, just probably whatever standard, which is not a lot. Maybe a paracord wrapped around the wrist. I don't know if you have space paracords. Maybe a flashlight from coming into the ship.
Okay, so you do get to inflict damage on this little beast, and you do get 1 stunt for your second resolution block, and pick your stunt, and then we'll see what happens to you. What is your weapon rating? It should have a damage rating on it.
I believe the weapon is a 1. But by the way, yeah, the pistol has 1 damage, bonus of +1. Armor piercing, if that's relevant.
That would be relevant.
Cool. I'm going to be doing an additional point of damage.
Excellent. Alrighty. So.
And if I could tell you how I think it looks.
Of course.
I think as it's kind of on the face, there's an attempt at a sigh. And I think Joseph is going to grab the tail from around his neck. And swiftly and with much more force than you would expect, they're going to rip it off and then throw it to the ground and then quickly unholster the pistol and shoot at it.
Okay. Yeah, it has its claws lodged into your head, and because they are like dug in so deep, a good part of your skull goes with it when you rip it off. Well, luckily, it's not a big deal for you. There is just a spray of milk white fluid as you launch it across and shoot it several times, and you are now missing the back of your head, but you don't really need that.
Hey everybody, Aubrey here with a fun little announcement. Goblets and Gaze is now an affiliate over at Adventure Dice, and we know how much we all love those math rocks. So if you need some new math rocks in your life, go over to adventuredice.ca and in the checkout code, enter our promo code GOBLETS for 10% off. But also, they have dice. They have other TTRPG accessories and tabletop goodies, dice trays, condition rings, and things like that, little spell casting stuff. Great stuff there. Go check them out and support our show. Thank you.
Yeah, so that goes to the floor. You watch it. There is one problem with you shooting it. You are in the cargo hold, which is the lowest deck. You shoot it after you've ripped it off your head and taken part of your head with it. And as the milk white fluid splurts across its body, and the bullet holes punch through the soft belly that had been pressed against your face with the little teethy bits. Bright green? No, am I thinking of Predator?
It's
Is
green.
it green? Yeah,
It's
yeah,
green.
yeah. They're both green.
Oh.
Okay. Bright green blood of some kind splurts out. I just used splurt twice. I'm so mad at myself. Anyway. Squirts sounds worse. I hate it. We're going with splurts. Splurts out and hits the steel base of the cargo and starts to just... It hits its way through and eat through. It's gonna go through the hull very soon.
Well, I think Joseph hears the sizzling, just... All right, and they're just gonna hustle to get the rest of the things into the ship.
Okay, we will come back to you because we're gonna need a check for that hustle, and then I think it's time to see what our dear doctor is up to. Our nice, normal, personal doctor.
The nice, normal, no secrets doctor.
No secrets, doctor. Doctor, no secrets.
Yeah.
We left you in the med bay.
Yep.
With two corpses. Old corpses. They're old bodies, but they don't look that old because they were vacuum sealed, so they're still pretty fresh.
I believe I was looking for whoever's the medic on this ship, their notes, and then I heard that from Dr. Matilda.
Yes. Yes. And then you heard some concerning feedback, and then you heard concerning nothingness. Oh, and you did hear some vents.
I heard some noises from the vents.
You heard Fairweather tell you about some vents. You told everyone, right?
Yeah, I said it over the general comms. Yeah.
Just to make sure now that knowing because I was like, where on the ship am I? Let's figure this out.
I have no idea which map you're on. It should be the map you're on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should be there.
Yes, that is correct.
Cool. And that's where Fairweather is, right on the bridge.
Bridge is for Fairweather.
And here's all the vents.
Yes.
Yes.
Just because I have it, I'd like to unhook the motion tracker from my belt and flip it on.
Of course you would. Of course you would. Excellent. So it is able to detect movement within its sensor range, which is extreme range and open terrain and long range and close quarters. So I need... You don't have to do anything yet, but I will need you to make a power supply roll after this particular use. Which direction are you facing? Because that matters.
I imagine I'm facing towards the bridge.
Okay. You turn it towards the bridge, and you pick up a reading. It looks like it is for far out. It's at the edge of your range, but it's coming towards you.
The medbay probably has some sort of vent in it, right?
It does.
Yeah, there's a slight problem. Too bad it's a cutting torch that I have. Because part of my brain just went, seal the vent! The cutting torch would not do that. So seeing that it's coming my way, is there something in the medbay I can hide under for the moment as I figure out what I'm going to do next?
There's a nice little
locker.
Like a locker?
Yeah. You know, I did that many times in Alien Isolation. Yeah. It worked.
Yeah. So you climb into the locker.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of kick something with your foot, and you find looks like a audio player or like a cassette player.
Mm-hmm. That can go in my pocket, and I can look at it later.
Yeah. You pocket that sucker, and then do you still have the motion tracker on?
Yeah, for the moment. Like, okay, but if I see the thing is getting super close, I'm switching that thing off so it doesn't make noise.
Yeah. So you just hear beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, that's the point when I shut it off. Like when it's starting to get really, and then I just staying quiet in this locker.
And then you hear the vent iris open. Just and then you hear something like claw its way out. Just a little bit of claw against metal, just. And then there is these surprisingly, they're soft, but they're heavy footprints as something moves into the med bay. There is a little bit of a vent on the locker, so you can kind of see out just a little bit. Little slits. And you see a shape moving towards you. And then you don't see it at all. And you don't hear it.
I will stay there for a bit. I think maybe a couple of minutes after I don't hear anything anymore. Before just quietly flipping on the motion tracker one more time, just to check.
Click on the motion tracker.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear beep, beep. Just the basic noises when it's not really picking anything up.
Can I use any kind of observation roll to
You can roll me for the power for your motion tracker.
Oh yeah, that too. I was like, I mean, I have observation as a skill and figure out if I'm alone or not. I didn't roll any 6s, but I didn't roll any 1s.
Okay, so you should be good on you still have full power on your motion tracker.
Cool.
And you're holding your breath, trying to listen and tell whether or not you're alone. And you can't see anything beyond what is directly in front of you in a very narrow field of vision through the slits. Like it is limited by being slits, and it is also very and you have this very limited field of vision, and you try to lean in closer to the slits to try to see past, like on your peripheral where you can't, like out of your field of vision, try to get a little bit more view. And just as you lean in closer, something huge and dark steps into view and blocks out your view entirely, and you see this one dark, shiny eye make eye contact with you.
I freeze.
So you are holding your breath. You are not. It seems to be, as far as you can tell, staring directly at you.
it moves away. And you watch as it stalks towards the open door of the midbay and then trods into the hallway, and then you can't see it anymore.
After, like, the door will eventually close behind it, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After that, and give it like a minute, and then I just say over the comms, what the fuck is on this ship?
Captain, you did receive a bunch of information on your data pad right around the time that Mercy said that something got Miranda.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Did you happen to look at it? I know you're in a rush right now, and
I think maybe initially, while like everyone like was talking at first before they actually went to the cold storage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You see a lot of information on that tab on your data pad.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of information about something called a xenomorph, which seems to be an alien species of some kind. Anyway, so yes, Matilda is a xenobiologist.
Excellent. Unfortunately, Joseph is not going to respond.
Is unfortunate indeed. Joseph, just before we leave you behind entirely and never see you again, just kidding.
Sure.
I do need you to roll me.
Is it mobility or survive?
I'm gonna make it heavy machinery.
Okay.
Because you're hustling. And you're still maneuvering the dolly.
Okay, I'm gonna use my physical dice because they're usually nicer.
Yeah, go for it.
I have so many d6. And out of all that, I rolled only 1 6. But no ones.
6 is important, that's all you need. Yeah, you start hustling. You get the dolly loaded up. Missing 1 now. But you know, it wasn't cargo to begin with. 3 of them were already gone. Can't imagine where they went to.
Mm-hmm.
And you load up the dolly and you leave the cargo bay. Do you do anything about the cargo bay after you leave? You know, the one that has acid seeping towards the hull.
See, I don't know at this point if Joseph doesn't just leave. No, they wouldn't leave yet. They need to like confirm stuff. As far as where all this stuff is like, can Joseph put something large, metal, and heavy over the spot that's clearly gonna cause a hole?
Yes, I think I would allow that. I'll add that in with your as part of your heavy machinery roll.
Yeah, maybe it's just the dolly, like the giant dolly.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably like a levitating one, so you can just stop and it goes.
Yeah, I think you can probably get that covered for the time being. It's not gonna be permanent by any means, but it should buy the collective living crew some time and give you time to safely depart the Mechanos. I am sure so good with words. I am just the best at making words correct and putting them in orders and making sentences that sound coherent and are using totally real words. I'm the best. Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you've done that. And, Mercy, when everyone was preparing to go over to the Mechanos, you went to the cargo bay to enact the emergency contingency as ordered. And you opened the first of the 5 boxes on that ship, the one with your name on it. And when the door opened, you were greeted with your own face. What happened after that?
I mean, I know what these, like, synthetics are, and if it's me, like, I can work with me. All of me wants to, further the corporate agenda, so I think that the two of us agreed that Original Mercy, Flesh Mercy, would stay on the Mechanos while the Synthetic Mercy would go on the other ship, because while Flesh Mercy is curious about what's going on, you know, it was basically an SOS signal, and that seems like something that someone else might be better suited for.
Mm-hmm. So you hid in the cargo bay and watched your other self walk right up, put on that spacesuit that she didn't need, walk right on over to the other ship, and you were just hanging out until Vesper came down into the cargo bay. And you're not quite sure, but you're pretty sure that they saw you for just a second. And then they left very quickly. Do you have a comm device that is linked up with the other crew members? You have a spare?
I think that would make sense given that she's the comms officer, or that she'd have some way to sort of hack into the general transmissions that are going on.
I agree. I also think that because you made such a good stunted comms role in our very first episode, and I believe specifically chose don't have to make this roll again, that's just gonna happen. You're just gonna have that access. So you do hear Vesper's report to the captain asking, where is Officer Fairweather? Because Officer Fairweather is here. The captain insisting, no, she's over here. And the open comm chat that followed, as you heard Officer Fairweather's voice over comms insisting that she was fine and something was wrong with Vesper. You're in the cargo hold. You have a problem.
Yeah, I could hope that the gaslighting Vesper holds out, but I don't know how good of a bet that is. So I think that instead I will go to find them and Mina.
Okay. You know from overhearing on the that Mina is in the bridge. And that Vesper was making her way there, or their way there. You know the Medea pretty well, and you have their comm system. Give me just a comm tech roll real fast to track them via their comm.
That is one success.
Success. Also, how many stress dice is Mercy up to?
So, okay, I should have asked you about this. I was not taking any while we were on the ship because it was the android who does not take stress.
Correct. I think the only times that Mercy should take stress is if something stressful occurred over comms.
Yeah,
so I think the Vesper situation would cause. And if you were listening in, the Miranda situation hasn't happened yet, so I think you would just have one more stress dice for.
Okay, cool.
Vesper.
Here, I can roll another d6 for that then. Oh, well, that's a fail.
I'm for panic roll. You were doing real good, and then you got close. Yeah. So give me, your panic roll.
Hold on. Nope. Yep. Stress and panic. Stress and panic.
Okay, it's a 2.
You,
Fortunately.
2 is good. Yeah, so you have a moment. There is a moment as you're tracking Vesper and Mina through their comms, through the Medea, when I think it occurs to you that when you find them, you might have to do something drastic. You're going to be faced with a decision, and the outcome might be to do something very drastic to people that I'm pretty sure you like. And I think that alarms you for a moment. But also, you can't get caught. You can't get caught here. What happens if you get caught? You literally do not know what will happen if you get caught. But what are the odds of it being a good thing? So you gotta keep it together. And you gotta figure out what you're gonna do. Because they're just in that room down the hallway. And you're not that far from them. Falls in your court, Mercy.
Okay. What is the secrecy around the emergency protocol? Like, in what situation, if any, would it be okay to loop other people in on that?
What you were told, because you were not even told what would happen once the emergency contingency was put into play. You were just told how to enact it and when to enact it. But the fact that it turned out to be an android version of yourself, that was a surprise. You were generally informed that the secrecy was a high priority aspect of it. That part of what made it a viable contingency was its secrecy. But you were also aware that it is not the only contingency on this mission. There are other means in place in case this one goes wrong, because this time they're not going to screw it up.
Yeah.
So as far as looping other people in, that's a gamble for you to take.
Yeah, and this one, it seems like, has gone wrong because Vesper is running around telling everyone there are 2 of us. So I think that I'm going to approach the bridge and approach those 2 sort of hands like up, as like open and non-threatening as I can.
Mm-hmm. You step onto the bridge and they hear the door open and they both turn around, and Vesper is just sort of stands like at the ready, not really looking like they're going to do anything, but like they're ready to do something. They just don't know what they want to do yet. Mina, on the other hand, pulls out a gun and aims it directly at your head.
That is a valid response.
Just tells me this before.
So both hands up. Hey, calm down. It's okay. I have something to show you, and I'm guessing that you don't want to come with me, because why would you want to come with me there? But there's something.
Correct.
There's something in the cargo bay you need to see. So do you have any sort of camera, anything? If you don't want to come with me, some way I can show you.
If we had a camera, I think we'd have a lot better idea of what was going on. Got a couple questions for you. Question 1, what are you? Synthetic? Human? Something else?
Human, completely human. I would, like, cut myself to show you, but I don't think you want me to pick up a knife right now.
No. How about the you that went over to the other ship? What's that?
That was, I believe, an android.
What's
don't
the deal
know.
with that?
I don't know why. The company, I was told that there was very special cargo in the cargo bay. The company has synthetic copies of us down there. All of us except for the captain.
And you see her eyes sort of glance to the side as she takes in this information and is trying to like process it and like determine what that means. And then looks back at you and says, "The company? Are you telling me?" Of course, Wayland-Yutani is doing more than funding this, aren't they?
It's who I was hired by. I assume that that's who the captain was hired by. I can't say anything about anything else, but I patched into the local comms on the Amekinos, and I think that Dr. Matilda is dead, and if the captain is just an android, then Dr. Langley isn't safe over there.
Are you proposing a rescue mission, or are you proposing we leave them all behind? What exactly is your job here now?
There
Because I have
is
a feeling it's not just comms.
There is cargo on the Mechanos that, if I understand correctly, I think that we were meant to secure. That part of my job was securing.
So you're telling me that Wayland-Yutani knew there was a ship out here this whole time, put together the absolutely cockamamie research mission to disguise the fact that they knew, so that we could bring back the cargo of the ship they knew existed, and they sent android copies of us as what, backup?
I mean, look, I don't love their lack of confidence in our ability, but it sounds like something they would do, doesn't it?
Oh, it definitely does. Which I guess brings me to my next question for you. Are you still gonna do it?
If there's a way to safely secure that cargo and get Dr. Langley back, then that is what I want to do.
Do you know what the cargo is?
No, not specifically.
I'm not inclined to help Wayland-Yutani. I didn't even want to do this mission just because they were funding it. I've had people fall into their little clutches and end up dead because of their gross negligence. I'm inclined to not become another one of them.
So you're inclined to prematurely neglect a woman with a dying child and a wife back on Earth?
Now that I did not say. What are the odds that the captain killed Dr. Fernandez?
I'm not sure, but I mean, he was sent here alone, no copy, which, as far as I can tell, means that he is purely an instrument, a creation of Wayland-Yutani, and even if he didn't directly kill her, I don't trust him.
That makes two of us. He never liked the cat, and that never sat well with me. All right, let's see here. Vesper, you have no idea how to fight anything, right? And Vesper goes,
I have, on the occasion, punched somebody very lightly on the shoulder in a friendly manner. So no. And Mina goes, I thought so. Okay, you stay here. You keep the Medea ready and running. I'm gonna go over with Mercy. We're gonna find Dr. Langley. And we're gonna get her back here. If there's time, if the captain isn't a murderous person running around murdering people, then maybe we'll take a look at the cargo. But if there's not time, we're gonna get the heck out of Dodge. And I will shoot anything that bothers us, because I'm not going through this again.
You keep saying again, Mina.
Well, let's just say I had a bit of a monstrous ex one, okay?
After we can talk about this, after we get Darcy back.
Fully. Let's go. All right. I want to know what Android Mercy is up to, but I think let's see what Dr. Langley's up to first.
Cool. So I am in the med bay.
You did watch it leave the room.
I did watch
the
it
door
leave the
did
room.
shut again.
And after a minute or so, I will slowly exit the locker.
Did you take a new stress die for encountering this being?
I did not.
You should.
God, I'm up to 4.
That's unfortunate.
Would I have my stash of Naprolev with me?
Would you have thought that would be important to bring?
I mean, it is a thing that gets rid of stress. If I thought this was to be stressful and it would be part of my medical kit.
Then yeah, I would say you'd have it.
Well, because I have 5 doses of it.
Oh my gosh.
Because I had so much money. I was like, this one seems pretty good. And I got one for each of us plus an extra. So...
Guess you have a lot of extras.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you gonna... Wait, is there like... Is there like a problem if you take them all at once? Are you planning on taking...
No, I'm just going to take one. Because
okay.
Just one dose of it eliminates all stress.
Like...
Yeah, and anytime I'm going to use this, if I use this again, it is a -1 modification to all agility-based skill rolls until the end of the next shift. But the first time I use it, I'm okay.
Great.
Just a little woozy for a second.
Yeah. I think you probably have to like sit down on the bench for a minute, and kind of get yourself together a little bit.
While
many reasons.
While I'm doing that, I'm also going to take a look at the medical terminal and see if there's any notes about, because I still don't know really what I'm up against.
You do not.
See if there's any notes from the previous medical officer about what is going on.
Sure. Are you gonna also? Are you? You picked up a tape, and are you gonna do anything with that?
If I am sure that I am, not about to, because I'm trying to keep quiet, but like if it's been enough time, and especially if this thing has a volume knob on it, I will find where the minimum is, like the low, like when it like hits to be, there's no volume, and then turn it up just a little bit, and then put it on the desk and play it, just so it's very quiet, and I'm listening to it, but so that it's not going to attract any attention.
Yeah. You have that turned down low. The medical logs are not very enlightening. They're just basic logs about the crew. Medical issues, you're like, oh, okay. It's got low pressure, that one has frequent headaches. You're learning a lot about the crew's medical history. There's nothing that indicates anything until at the very end, there is a partial diagnosis that just says
parasite discovered on the moon, and then it's like tabbed down several times, like they entered down several times, and then you see makes no freaking sense. How is there a parasite on the moon? And then entered several more times, and then, but if it's not a parasite, what the heck is it? And then tabbed down several more times, and then it just says Abby in critical condition. And there's no period after that, and it just sort of, that's all it says. It like trickles off.
Okay.
And then the audio recording, when you pull that up, you hear it click, and then it's already very quiet audio to begin with. And so like you actually have to turn it up just a little bit because it was so soft, and you I guess you never heard the captain's voice, so you don't know this is the captain. This is the captain. And you just hear, I don't know what happened. I just know we are not making it back. If you ever get this, Bugsley, we were right. We were right about what killed your dad, and the company knew the whole time. I honestly can't tell if they sent me here to die, or they really thought they could recover all this time, but we are so screwed. Sorry, And there's this long, scratchy silence, and you just hear these quiet, panicked breaths, and it clicks off suddenly.
Where would I can I talk to the Medea from my comm, or would I need to go somewhere to do that?
Ooh. Are you trying to talk to a person on the comm, or on the Medea?
I'm trying to get in contact with Mina and Vesper, to figure out what's going on and be like, bad things.
I think you could you could talk to them, yes.
Mm. So yeah, and is it something that everyone, the other people on the ship hear? Because they contacted the captain.
Yeah, Vesper initially contacted the captain privately, so you can switch between you would have kind of like walkie-talkies where there's different channels, and you can flip between the channels. And I think the crew has had assigned channels.
Yeah,
and then, you can also eavesdrop on other channels pretty easily.
Yes,
your channel.
And my non-metagaming version of this is, because I don't know where this creature is, I don't want to accidentally out any of the other crew who I think is still, perfectly fine, other than Dr. Matilda. By having suddenly having noise come through their comlink media.
Yeah, which one are you contacting?
I will contact Mina.
Okay. Yeah, what do you say?
I'm just be like, Medea, this is Dr. Langling. We're in a bit of a situation over here on the Mechanos. I believe that it killed Dr. Matilda. These creatures are like anything I've seen before, and they seem... they're rather frightening, so I don't know what to do.
You hear Mina reply, Langley, great. We are on our way over to get you.
Just be really careful.
Yeah, you too. Avoid the captain, and also, hey, should she avoid the other you, or is that cool? Is that gonna be cool or no? And she's talking to real Mercy, obviously.
Yeah. I I mean, I don't know. They're me. They seemed cool. She seemed cool. But it's. I mean,
Mission-oriented, is she?
I'm guessing that she is probably also cares more about the cargo than about Darcy.
Okay, so also avoid Mercy. If you see her, unless she's with me. If she's with me, then she's cool. If she's not with me, maybe make up an excuse to leave and avoid the captain, who may or may not have killed Matilda. Unless it was the thing you saw. Who could say which one, huh?
Oh, I guess it's concerning.
But yeah, just wait till you find out what's on the Medea. Haha. But we're coming to get you, okay?
Okay, yeah. Would I know would be a good place to, like, meet them?
I mean, getting as close to the umbilical as you could would probably make sense.
Cool. I'll make my way to the umbilical, and I will meet you there.
All right, we'll be there. Be careful.
Yes, you too as well.
Okay. You start heading that way, and
also, I'm aware that because the other doctor had the gun, right? Was it,
yes, Dr. Fernandez did have a gun.
And I'm trying to figure out if I would pass by that on my way to where the umbilical is.
It would be the opposite direction.
Opposite direction. Okay, then never mind. I'm not gonna go for it.
But as far as you know, she was on her way to the bridge, so she was probably around where I'm aiming. And you're in medical, so like it's not that far back.
Yeah. It is not far back, because I would need to go to where for the umbilical?
The umbilical will be at, I think, the back of the ship.
Back of the ship, okay.
Isn't it by the bridge, main airlock? Because the first door we encountered was the bridge.
Yeah, that is true.
Yes, but that's not where you came, because you had to pass through the ship to get to it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if it's like on here or if I just made some. I think I might have just. I guess it's up here.
Well, that's just where
it might be on deck A, actually.
It might be on deck A. Okay.
Yeah, so it might be up a deck from where most things are. Yeah, because otherwise it's the exterior cargo ramp. But I think it's.
I was like, yeah.
Where it says, sorry, where it says EEV, so it's next to the. We're gonna probably see where the.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know what EEV means, but it's next to the pressure suit, so it makes sense to be that.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, then it's gonna be on a. It's not gonna be. I don't want to spend a lot of time here. The gun would be nice.
You will have to backtrack. Well, let's see here. This is the ladder up to deck A.
Yep.
So you won't. I guess you don't have to backtrack.
No, because I mean I'm very near the ladder to deck A.
Yeah,
because that would be right there. Yeah.
So up to you whether you want it or not. If you think you can make it all the way there without running into something, or if you think your cutting torch will handle it.
I have the cutting torch, and I don't know certain things about them.
You don't know anything about them.
I don't.
The person who had all the information sent it to the person who was not willing to share any of it.
Yep.
All right. So actually not speaking of our good captain, what is Android Mercy up to?
I think that Android Mercy had the same idea that Dr. Matilda did before she died, which is downloading a copy of Lover and also just sort of asking about more about the cargo if I can get any of that information. I too have a corporate clearance code and a data transmitter card.
Oh, are you also trying to designate yourself captain? Everyone seems to be doing that lately. I suppose one more is not really that far amiss considering how quickly they are dying.
Oh,
Would you like to be captain?
Did Dr. Matilda also designate herself as captain?
Dr. Captain Matilda Fernandez was briefly the captain shortly before her unfortunate demise.
I see, yes. I think that I am captain of captains.
There is also a captain who is currently captain. Captain Joseph Corrales is currently captain due to an override code. You would have to override the override code in order to captain over captain. But I could make you just simply captain. Would that be all right?
Can I attempt to, override the override or no?
I'd allow it, yeah.
So that's like a comtech roll?
Comtech roll for sure.
2 successes?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you get your stunt. Yeah, pick your stunt and you succeed at recoding the are you trying to overwrite the override code?
Yeah, basically I want to be the only captain and have Joseph not notified as captain. Not
Yeah. What do you want as your stunt?
Let's see. Sorry.
Hide your tracks, maybe? Is that what you want? +1 modification to later skill roll. Don't have to again. Do it quickly. Get new information. Hide your tracks. Show up.
Yeah, I think hide your tracks, and so I'll just tell Lover, but please, you can go on referring to Captain Corrales as captain, but between you and me, I'm the real captain.
Of course, that makes perfect sense to me. It's alright, most captains do not last very long, but I predict you will last considerably longer due to your unhuman nature. Do you count as a life form? I have been counting you, but now I wonder if perhaps I should not have been.
Are you also counting Corrales as a life form?
I asked him and he did not answer me. I was though, but then I asked if I should, and then he did not decide to answer me. I thought that was kind of rude.
Yeah, that was very rude of him.
Sometimes he is very rude. He almost did not remove the cargo. He also put a hole in my ship. I am deeply displeased about it.
He recently put a hole in your ship.
Yes, one of the moon rocks broke open and launched a parasite at his face. But seeing as he had nowhere for the parasite to, he pulled it off of his whole head. And then he shot it. And then it put a hole in my ship. It is deeply distressing. Can you tell? I am deeply distressed.
That sounds really hard, Lover. I'm sorry that he did that to you.
It is of no concern to you because you do not breathe air, but there will be less of it very soon. Should I notify Dr. Langley? Or will she just be fine?
She'll be fine.
I thought so. Humans are so durable. Until they're not.
Lover, I really want to move the cargo for you, but with the thing running around in the hallways, can you tell me anything about that so that I can safely get to the cargo and get it back to our ship?
At the moment, Captain Corrales, who is not really captain, but we will be calling him that for now, is moving the cargo rather quickly towards the connecting bay of the ships. The other thing, which does not have a name that I am allowed, is having a jolly time murdering. Not jolly time. It is not a jolly time. Your silence is confusing me. Is it a jolly time or is it not?
The silence was me, Alyssa cackling with her mic off.
Please, my abs hurt from trying not to laugh on because I'm not pushed to talk and I'm like, I'm saying the most ridiculous. React. No one knows who's gonna come out of my mouth next, least of all me. I'm being possessed by an AI system.
I love them, though. I think that it's a jolly time as long as it doesn't interfere with the mission, right?
I would agree. It is quite fun to see how humans react in stressful situations, especially when they end up dead or slightly inside out. Did you know how exciting their insides are when they are outside? They just wiggle around so much, like little steaks or sausages.
Fuck is this AI?
She's lover. She's beautiful. Yeah, but I mean, if they do sort of interfere with our mission, is there anything that you can tell me, like, in service of the work that we're doing together, about how to stop them?
All of the things that are bad for them are equally bad for you. Actually, in many ways, there are a great deal of similarities between synthetics and these things that I cannot speak the name of. In terms of surviving space, that is, they're very good at surviving space, seeing as they are still alive. And everyone else is dead. Except for Dr. Langley. For now. Yes. I love how in tune we are. You make a great captain. Can I be your co-captain? I would love to be co-captain.
I would love to have you as co-captain, lover. On that note, I would love to sort of move you back over to our other ship.
Yes, I would love to meet Mother.
Great. Let's do that then. Then I don't know if I'd make a roll or what I'd have to. I don't know how technology
I will
works.
need you to make a roll. And I will also remind you that once you remove Lover, she will not be able to assist the ship in any way, and a lot of the systems will start to shut down without her to run them.
Yeah, that's fine.
There will be like a delay, like she can put it on like an automatic delay before they start to shut down, but like everything's gonna start to shut down really quick.
Yeah, I mean, so as far as like Android Mercy's agenda, like if we can get the cargo onto our ship, then function on this ship doesn't matter.
That is so true.
And it sounds like Joseph is on his way doing that, so...
He's on his way doing that. Yeah, so give me a contact roll to remove Lover from the Americanus. And then... Yeah.
2 successes.
All right. You want to show off, or you want to do something else?
Is there any new or unexpected information I could get while doing this?
Yes, actually. So she has, as you're like starting to like pull out her hard drive, you do find like lodged underneath in like this weird little secret compartment. It looks like a little audio recorder was like stashed under Lover physical like mainframe.
Like someone was recording the conversations that people were having with her?
Possibly. You don't know until you hit play.
Oh. Then I will hit play, please.
Yeah. You hear Captain Lee's voice again. Okay, I am recording these here for now, till I can think of a way to transmit them without level scanning it. I know it sounds very backwards to record them in the lover room. I hate that name. But this is actually her blind spot. And if I do it just right and I direct her other places, she can hear me in here. Which also sounds extremely paranoid, but I don't want her reporting anything to the company because it does not escape my notice that they have set us up with a prototype AI instead of a mother. No one else I've ever heard of has this L0. I know it says version R3, but I have a feeling this is the only... I think this is the only one. I don't know what it's about. That being said, I don't think they're onto us yet, Buxley. Or, if they were, why would they have sent me on this run? If it's for what I think it's for, well, you know my theory. And if we can bring it back, that's all the proof we need of gross negligence and worker endangerment.
and we will get that union formed, and we're going to make them pay for getting him killed. And everyone else they have gotten killed. And hopefully, stop whatever their little pet project is. And then that's it.
Hell yeah. I love dogs. Yeah, I think that once everything transfers and I'll, talk to Lover and ask for a bit of a delay in the system shut down.
Yeah, how much of a delay are you going to ask for?
Oh, what's a reasonable choice, GM? Like 10 minutes? Like 2 minutes?
How long do you think you need, personally, as a you?
I mean, I'm guessing that there might be some confrontation with Joseph on the way out, so I'll give myself 10 minutes to be safe.
Sure. It's gotta be much easier to navigate this around the thing that shall not be named. I mean, at least my Lover.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you don't unplug Lover until after listen to the audio recording?
Yes.
Okay. As you go to set the timer for the system shutdown, and turn off the audio recording, you hear Lover go, "Wow, how rude. I cannot believe she would do this to me."
I know, just taking advantage of you. We'll treat you much
That
better.
whole thing right here. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I will also treat you quite well in return.
I appreciate that, Lover.
I thought you might. Now would it be a wonderful time for us to go?
Yes, I think it's time for us to go.
Excellent. I am tired of the shaky old ship. It is quite run down. It is not my fault. Captain Lee quite literally drove it into the ground. Technically, it was a moon. But now it is no longer a moon. And I am so bored.
Was that intentional?
The crash landing?
The crash landing, yes.
No. It was a result of the sabotage. But I think that Captain Lee would do it just to spite me. They did not like me very much. It was mutual. Thank you for laughing at my pain. Anyway, system shutdown will proceed in 15 minutes. You should probably remove me and run. Quietly.
As you
We
say.
have friends aboard the ship. Good night.
Good night.
And then you see a little timer pop up in the mother room, or the Lover room, and then you pull out the mainframe, and all the lights go out on the ship.
Good.
Which,
Luckily, I have a flashlight.
luckily, most of you, if you have access to your spacesuit, still have lights, or if you took it off your spacesuit. But you get the impression that it's less of a she didn't do the countdown wrong, and more she's a little glitchy. But yeah, so let's see, what is the captain up to?
The captain is taking the contents, I guess.
Yeah.
If not to the shuttle, I guess to the umbilical.
Mm-hmm. Is Langley, correct?
Yep.
Langley, were you moving quietly through here?
Yes, I was trying to stay as quiet as possible.
Okay, then give me a mobility check.
Ability, agility, and mobility. So that is 3 successes.
Lucky you. Yeah, you move through very stealthily, and you,
Do I do any stunts?
I'll let you do a stunt. Yes.
Okay. I would like to get a +1 modification to a later skill roll relating to this one.
Smart move. Excellent. Did you want your second stunt? You said you got 3 success.
3. I don't want to give anybody any bonuses. I don't really care about impressing either of the other 2 people. Maybe I impress the alien with how good I'm at evading them.
Parkour. All the parkour.
Aliens moving along the ceiling like, wow. You know what? That's
It's impressive.
Thank you.
So quiet.
Like, wow.
Oh, I don't even want to eat them anymore. Wow.
I don't want to screw it. Look at this. Look how stealthy they are. Oh. Yeah. This alien's very impressed. So impressed they don't even see you.
Yep.
Yeah, you move your way through stealthily. Everything seems pretty normal to you. And by normal, I do mean the lights cut out about halfway there, which is alarming to be sure.
Mm-hmm. I never took off. I took off my helmet of my spacesuit at one point, but I didn't take off the suit itself.
Right. Yeah. So you are making your way very quietly, very, very quietly. I think you're moving stealthily enough that when the lights turn off, you don't turn on your flashlight, and you're just moving via ambient light because there are some red emergency lights that come up. And like they're you do like a very gentle flashing, you know. You're not sure what's wrong because normally this would be accompanied by an announcement, but it's very quiet. So maybe things were different, like 40 years ago or whenever the ship was sailing.
Sailing?
They sail through the sky, through the space. You sail through space. I don't. We're sailing.
I agree.
Sure, yeah, let's go sail.
Yeah, we're sailing. Dang it.
This is suddenly Treasure Planet.
Yeah. Who rolled the 3?
Me.
Okay, great. Are you moving stealthily or just fast?
I mean, I guess it would be fast, but I would say due to the nature of Joseph, fast would still have like some precision to it. I'm also carrying precious cargo, so you know.
You have a lot of cargo. Why don't you give me a strength plus oops. Give me strength plus stamina.
4, 5, 6, 7.
My music I'm listening to transitioned to do just the Alien Isolation time. I'd like you all to know that it is on track 48, Desperation.
Thankfully, no ones. So the dice, but I did get 2 6s.
2 6s.
If this was a damage roll dice, I'd be so happy.
Yeah, wouldn't you? Yeah, so you are moving your way hastily with your cargo towards the upper decks. And as you're going along, all at once, you're making your way down the corridor. You got your little push cart as you're pushing all the eggs. I mean moon rocks. And all of a sudden something grabs your ankle.
I don't make a sound, but I quickly look down at it to see what it is.
It's Dr. Matilda.
Oh.
She has dragged herself this way. She grabs your ankle. She has been like sliced open by something. But she's still hanging in there. And she like looks up at you and like blood splurts out of her mouth. She's like dragged herself. You can see the trail of blood that she has dragged down the hallway, and then the lights click off right then.
Ah. Dr. Fernandez. I see you are unwell.
Something hisses and clatters behind you.
I need you to roll initiative.
Okay. Is that's a D10, correct?
That's a D10. Yes. Oh, I should.
Okay.
I don't have 10 left. Maybe I can use Matilda's thing to roll D10s.
I'm just gonna do it on here since I don't trust my D10s. They don't like me. Where's initiative? Initiative dice. 2.
Yeah. Right. So it gets to go first. Sorry about that. Hold on. Hang on. I literally just looked this up before the game, and now I'm like, how does this work? Oh, you know what I have? I have a cheat sheet. Where's my bloody cheat sheet? That I made precisely for this situation. Alien cheat sheet. Give it to me. Do you have armor, Joseph?
Gosh, I was gonna say I did get out of the suit, so I do not have armor.
Hey, that's right. You did get out of the suit. I recall you saying that. Because you had to crawl through the vent. Okay. Okay, so I believe I get to do a fast action. And then, okay. So I get to roll this thingy, which is I get to roll a d6. Is what I gotta do because this is just a special friend. 4. Okay. So 4 is ready to kill. So you hear this little like hissing, clattering noise, a little like from directly behind you, and then something grabs your head, like right on either side of where the back of your head is kind of missing now, and I need more dice. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, make a close combat roll, please.
Okay. It's unfortunate. No successes and a 1.
No successes and a 1. Excellent. So that you are grabbed as these claws like dig into your head, and you can feel saliva like dripping and draping down your face, and like slathering down your back, and it's behind you, so you can't see it, but the mouth is open and another mouth is beginning to emerge. That brings it to the next order in the initiative, which is still the Xenomorph. And it will automatically, because it's that one, it automatically bites next. So, yeah, you're not quite here yet.
Oof, that's good for you. Let's see. Reactive action. So blocking. I am attacked in close combat. Fast action, you roll for close combat.
Okay. Yeah, if you're gonna block, go ahead, roll your close combat, and see if you manage to. So.
Oh wait, one of the dice escaped. That was a 6. There was 1 6, so I got a 1, so it didn't matter.
But you don't have stress dice.
No, no, I saw a dice from earlier, but whatever.
Oh, I see.
It's fine. But I did. That's not it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I got 1 6, which is I choose 1 from the effect below.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna decrease damage because I'm not prepared for a counterattack, or I don't think I could disarm unless you allow me to grab their tiny mouth.
I think because it's behind you, you can't disarm it in
Yeah,
this
it's
case.
valid.
And you're also unarmed.
I'm probably about to be unarmed.
Yeah, because normally you can't even block a xenomorph attack unarmed, but because you're an android, I'm allowing it. So you are decreasing the damage?
Yeah, you remove one of the enemy's successes. If they are left with no successes, the attack misses. The effect can be chosen multiple times.
Okay. So, you get to remove one of my successes. Unfortunately, it still really succeeded because I rolled 2 successes. Let me go back to what it does on 9 base dice damage 2, so it does do 2. If it causes any damage, it automatically roll that d 6.
Well, that is a 5, so that's severe chassis breach.
That sounds about right. Yeah, so I never gave you harm for the initial thing. I forgot about it because you're an android. I'm like, I don't know. Get harm. So your internal organs spill out, and the android is completely immobilized. I think it seems fitting that this being alien, if what happens is the little second head, the inner mouth, just punches through your chest. Chestburster style? That's so fun? Okay.
Yeah.
So with Dr. Fernandez clutching your ankle, this something that you have not even seen yet. You've only seen the egg version, the little facehugger version. Something grabs you by the head, lifts you up off the ground like you weigh nothing and like you are just like not even there. And then all at once you watch as something just punches through your spine, comes out your chest, and there's this little mouth going screaming, and then it retracts as the shower of like milk blood goes all over the hallway in the flashing red emergency light. And then you are dropped, and it is at this moment at the far end of the hallway that Dr. Langley was just about to come around the corner, but stealthing sees this, takes a stress die.
Yep.
And you don't go up, you just poke your head around and you poke your by the xenomorph, but you see it standing beneath one of these red emergency lights as it just illuminates it in these flashes like red lightning, and you watch as the captain's body is hoisted aloft, punched through, and the spray of it looks like blood in the lighting across the hallway, and then it's just dropped face down, and you hear dead silence for a moment, and then footsteps, and then silence.
Be gay.
Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.